In today's video, I'm going to be painting absolutely nothing. I'm going to be showing you what to do when everything goes wrong and you need to strip your models with minimum faff as fast as possible. Okay, so as you saw, today's tutorial is not how to paint anything, it's how to unpaint something. We are discussing the best way to strip your models of paint when everything's gone wrong, or you've bought them second hand, or you've got some odd models that you want to have a go on, or you just don't like how it's gone and you think it's time to kind of begin again. So the model that we started that was the recipient of the wrong type of airbrush thinner and a bad base coat has been completely stripped. This is absolutely perfect now. He is, yeah, he's perfect, he's awesome. This is a really interesting product. A lot of you may be used to using fairly abusive chemical things that have a really harsh smell or break down your paint and turn it into like weaponized black primer that gets stuck around your kitchen sink. Not that I have done that myself, definitely have, or anything like that. So this is a really, really useful product. It's the first time I've used it and I learned quite a lot whilst using it. A little bit of a different topic. That's definitely not a miniature. It's definitely not dry brushing. Do let us know if you find this video useful. Give it a like, please comment, please subscribe. And if you've got other kind of preferred paint methods for stripping, let us know below, or places where you get your Biostrip, let us know below. In different countries it might be useful for viewers, or if you have another type of kind of general hobby video that you would like to see, then let us know. Leave us a comment below and we'll pop it on the list. All right, let's jump in. Here we go. Now, obviously there are multiple ways to strip your miniatures. Popular cliches are dettol, which is a kind of an antiseptic product, pure alcohol, which I've used quite a lot myself and essentially involves turning your paint back into liquid paint. The downside of that is it also makes anything that gets on is like spraying a spray can around the area that you're cleaning the model. And then I've heard really good things about this, which is Biostrip, so let's go. All right, so this is Biostrip 20. Now what we're going to be doing is taking a slightly too thickly undercoated Space Marine that we had an airbrush incident with in the past, and we're going to drop him in there and we're just going to leave it. Now, I've heard it, wow, it does look a bit disgusting. It's a bit gloopy, and bye-bye Space Marine. So I'm literally just gonna leave him in there, and we're gonna leave that overnight. I've heard this stuff's amazing. I believe the people who've told me, but that is a weird process. So he's popped in. Let's leave him in his bath, and then we will come back to him tomorrow. Okay, so our miniature has been in for about an hour. Let's see what's happened to it. So all that paint has gone. Some of the glue started to come off. Right, let's take this boy to the sink and give him a scrub. Look at that. Let's give this guy a scrub and just rinse him off with water. This is looking pretty good. We've not obscured detail, like we've not removed any detail, and from the tips that I've been giving, you're better off doing this a couple of times quickly rather than leaving it. I just rang someone and they said definitely don't leave it overnight, especially if it's a plastic or a resin miniature, and I've got everything that I needed from this as far as a paint stripper goes, so that is absolutely perfect. If you're doing it in a sink, just in case some things come off, do leave one of these in, otherwise you might end up literally flushing your guy down the drain. Here we have our slightly wet marine. You obviously need to leave this to dry. Interestingly, my base has been completely stripped of the texture paints that are on it. Grell and Earth is just, it tends to putty pretty fast under this stuff. So I've got some wet bits here. You can leave them to dry. You can use a hairdryer. Obviously this guy's hollow, so I'm going to be using my airbrush to kind of squirt things out the recesses to get it dry faster. This guy has been extremely well stripped, like really well, to a very high level without removing any detail. I have missed a few sections. You can see on his ankle there.
We've got some gloopy stuff, which is basically paint that's been broken down by the Biostrip but hasn't been scraped off. It is probably worth washing the model, then taking a slightly closer look at it, and if there's anywhere where you need to carry on scraping, then scrape away. You can always re-dip it in the solution, probably for another 5 or 10 minutes, given how potent it is, and that is the least smelly, fastest, most efficient way that I've ever stripped a model, so a very convenient way to do things, and I'll be doing it in the future when I make mistakes and have to start again on anything.
All right, so we are done. Let's see that miniature again. Super high quality. You would not know at all. Even the little bits that I was slightly worried about on the insides that I kind of missed, not noticeable here. You could absolutely go in and make 100% certain of those though. This turned out really well. I'm not going to be trying out other ways to do that in the future. It's great. I haven't covered my kitchen in kind of really broken down alcohol mixed dettol paint mix or like 99% proof isopropanol or anything like that. I've not ruined my skin, I've not had to put gloves on, anything like that. It's come out really well, really pleased with it, and it was faster as well. It was if you were doing a batch of an army, I imagine particularly this would really shine out as the obvious way to do it. With one miniature, maybe you can use some strong alcohol and get there quickly, but multiple of these guys, you just take them out, wash them off, and they'll pretty much clean themselves at that point, as long as you've got a toothbrush to hand, or an even stiffer brush would be ideal actually, like a cleaning brush, something like that, a nylon stiff bristle thing. Absolutely amazing. Do make sure you get it in there and nooks and crannies, and I guess a thing to touch on is that it's not a faff to kind of clean models up, so don't sit there and think, oh, I screwed that up, I'll never look at it again, I hate it. You can just delete it all, go again. I think people are probably too afraid of the idea of that. They feel like it's a waste, but I mean, in most other art, like if a canvas didn't work, you paint it white, go again. Why not do the same thing with your models? So really pleased with this. I will definitely be using it when I screw up in the future. If you liked the video and find it useful, please let us know. If you have any more questions about my experiences or stuff like that, let us know. And if any of you have kind of got a preferred way of stripping models or place to buy Biostrip or whatever, feel free to comment that below. I'm sure that would be useful for plenty of our viewers. Thank you.